Hi guys, it's Waide, and this is your Thursday spot, but it's actually uploaded on a Friday, unfortunately, of Pagan Perspective, and this week we're discussing psychic abilities. I'm not going to put the intro in today because it's going to be a really quick video that I need to get done before I run to work, because today has been jam-packed, and yesterday was jam-packed, and the day before was jam-packed, and working, and uni, and boyfriends, and everything else is just becoming far too stressful for me to do at the moment. So I tried to do it last night, and then I was ill. I'll just say I was ill. And then I woke up this morning to try and do it, and I woke up in time that I had to be straight to uni for a lecture, and then I've just got back, so I'm trying to do this now. So yeah, first of all, last week's video as well. I didn't get one on for last week, unfortunately, because I wasn't in. I spoke to James about subbing, but unfortunately James was also having problems trying to get it to upload. So unfortunately we couldn't do a video for you last week. So sorry about that. So yeah, this week's topic is psychic abilities, which is actually a really good topic for me to talk about because I can just roll on this one. I did a lot of people of you may already know this, but I did a psychic development class at the beginning of this year. Unfortunately, that's stopped now because the mentor got ill, so we had to stop that class, and that was brilliant. That was really good. We did a lot of things to do with mainly. Sometimes we would have like little tasks to do, and sometimes they'd teach. So, for example, one of the tasks was they would put up 5 pictures of people on the wall, and we had to kind of use our abilities. This is after we'd already done a few months prep work anyway. Use our abilities to find out if they're dead or alive, and if they're dead, how they passed, if they're alive, what they do as a job, etc. So it was really good, and it was really interesting to find how we could link things up, and it was also interesting to also look at how people link on a subconscious level to how a person looks. So it wasn't only the psychic side of things, but also the kind of they look like they would be a murderer kind of thing. So it was interesting on both psychology sides and psychic sides. So that was really good. And we also did a lot of things like boxes. We put objects in boxes and passed them around, which is a great activity to get you kind of trying to feel with your mind and get into the energy that's inside a box. Make sure the boxes are the same size though, because if you have different size boxes, it's kind of give away what it is. And make sure that if you're doing it in a group, they don't start shaking the boxes too much, because that's just going to kill the whole vibe of trying to find out what's in the box. So we did that with the boxes. I think I got 5 out of 6 with that, which was really impressive. For me anyway. And then what else did we do? We learnt about the Ouija board. We didn't do a Ouija board. We also did a seance, which was terrifying, because the spirit actually put their problem onto me at one stage. Well, I don't know whether it was because I'm empathic that I picked up on it first, but I remember going through like breathlessness, and it felt like my heart was going like really fast, and I just thought, right, I'm going to put it out there, because I'd already had an embarrassing moment where I had a cold and it just got into a mess, and I was just like, oh, can I let go of hands, can I have a tissue? And then yeah, that's vile. Anyway, so then I basically had this feeling, and I just thought, you know what, put it out there. If it's just you having a random panic attack, well, it didn't feel like I was actually experiencing anything. I just was acknowledged that my heart was going fast and that I couldn't breathe so well, but I could breathe, you know what I mean? It was very weird. So that basically happened, and I put it out there, and the woman went, okay, and about 5 seconds afterwards she said to me that the woman had died of a heart attack, and then these are proper mediums. A few of them are well known. I'm not sure, I'm not going to mention them, but basically we did it with these mediums, and I had a medium in trance next to me, which was deep in trance, so it was kind of, that was very scary. A medium on this side and a medium in front of me. They're all working mediums, so it was kind of a bit kind of grit your teeth, and just, I don't know, it's amazing to be able to be in a seance with those kind of people, but at the same time it's also a bit unnerving. You don't want to open your mouth because you kind of feel like I'm the understudy here, you know what I mean? So that was a great experience. I've been really lucky with the experience I've had, actually, to be able to go to classes like this. So don't feel like you need to, if you want to expand your psychic abilities, need to go to these classes, because you don't. I actually stopped going towards the end, not because I didn't like it. I absolutely loved it, and the company was brilliant because we were all very similar. The reason was couldn't afford it, mainly, and also I found a book which is on sale at the Works now, called Discover Your Psychic Powers. If any of you know the Works stores in the UK, I'm not sure if they're anywhere else, the blue ones sell loads of books very cheap. Discover Your Psychic Powers, it's a blue cover, looks really cheap, it's a ring binded book. You can actually get it from Waterstones for $9.99, but if you go to the Works, it's on sale for $2.99, $3.99. I actually picked up 3 copies of the book because I read it at first, and it covers everything. It's absolutely fantastic. Covers chakras, energies, how energy flows, how it all works, palmistry, tarot, runes. It covers a vast scape, and very in depth as well. And I found that a lot of the sheets as well we were being given out in class were actually from this book, and then I realised, well, if I've got the book, I mean, I'd already spoke to her about I couldn't attend the classes anyway, but I just felt like I can still expand it anyway with the book. And I suppose things happen for a reason, so I had to leave the class 2 weeks after it got stopped anyway. I'd got this book now, which I'm still reading, and I've passed my other 2 around to friends and friends' families and stuff, because they're all interested in it as well, and it's a fantastic book, so look for that. So don't feel like you have to have mentoring to be able to expand your psychic abilities. I personally think that, well, I know that psychic abilities are kind of like a talent. For example, I know I keep coming up with the artist thing like I did in my last video, but an artist can draw, but someone who can't draw can easily learn to draw. So in that sense, what I'm saying is, when you're born, some people are born with the natural talent to just be able to go ahead and work as spirits, very strong empaths, and different things like that, whereas some people have to work a bit harder to open those. And also you won't find someone who is just specifically one talent. They also may have the rest of the talents, well, they should have, which they just need to develop on their own, whether they choose to or not. So you can, or you should be able to. I know some people have blocks, and I know a few people who have had a lot of problems, not only working with spirits, but also meditating. You've got to work past the blocks if you can, but a lot of people do find it harder to do different things, so don't pressure yourself into thinking I can do this, I've got to do it, because it may be easy for you to work as, say, a clairvoyant if you are trying to work as a clairaudient. I'm confusing myself here, but basically don't worry too much about it. There's always a certain talent you can use, and if you want to try one that you don't think you are, it's just up to you to go then and develop it yourself, because your potential within psychic abilities is all really down to you. And also it's important to do a lot of research behind it. For example, as well, even though it isn't really psychic to use the Ouija board, obviously psychic abilities help with that, so it's also important when you're using a Ouija board to make sure you do a lot of research behind that. And well, everything really, because it is dangerous. No matter how skeptic you are, or how you think you know everything, it's important that you do actually do a bit of research beforehand. Even if you know, feel like you know enough, just Google it. It's not hard, and just see if there's any potential things that have happened bad. Like if you're a clairaudient, you could always Google any problems that you may have. For example, if you're empathic, sometimes it becomes a lot when you're picking up on feelings from everyone, left, right and centre, and then you also have to deal with people like psychic vampires, which I can talk about probably in another video, and the energy being passed between you and other people, as well as experiencing the feelings of other people who aren't even anything to do with you. It can become quite a lot. I know someone who actually also blocked that out completely and isn't able to do much empathic work at all now. So you do have to look at things. They may be minor, but you need to take your time out and just have a close look at what potential dangers there may be. But I can't really offer. This has been kind of a me waffling on video, but I'm trying to fit as much in as it comes through my brain because I'm in kind of overload and I'm trying to get ready at the same time. So if I think of anything else, I'll do a video response, but I don't think there is really anything else I can inform you on that subject that is going to be able to be a 10-minute video. I did have a series up before about psychic abilities, but I took it down because it just wasn't, I don't think I was educated enough when I started to put that out to talk about it at its own level. So maybe sometime in the future I'll restart that series and stuff. It's also important to realise that tarot and runes, in my opinion, and it's well known, not going to say fact because people have their own opinions, but well known concept that they aren't actually to do with psychic abilities, simply because you are connecting to a divine power and you are not actually using any psychic ability to connect with them, because you're not connecting to a spirit with the cards, you're connecting to a divine power. So for that reason alone, it's not classed as a psychic ability to be able to read tarot and read runes. Crystal ball, I suppose, would be 2 and 2. Depends how you work with the crystal ball, because a lot of people work with crystal ball in reference to spirits, and what I've worked with the crystal ball as you would tarot and runes as connecting to the divine. So actually, at the end of the day, it's all down to what you prefer, what your belief is anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna have to wrap this up, unfortunately, and I'm sorry it's not been much help. But, and also I'll check your comments this weekend, following into next week, because I'm not going to be able to get on the computer because I'm working tonight, tomorrow and the day after, and Monday I'm not in at all. So I'll try and get comment back as soon as possible. If you need any urgent messages you want to get to me, go to my YouTube page, which is Waide Rowan. You can actually, if you don't know how to spell that, go to the Pagan Perspective channel page and you can see that there, and just drop me a message because they go straight to my phone, so I can read those straight away and get back to you as soon as possible. So I hope you all have a great weekend. I hope you all get out to see Harry Potter, which I haven't seen yet, so I just thought I'd pop that in there because it's kind of witchy. Yeah, so yeah, I'll speak to you next week, hopefully, on the Pagan Perspective, and yeah, blessed be. Peace out.